So we're going to look at multiplying decimal values. So we've got an example over here which we'll go over. We've got 1.173 times 0.17. And what we'll do is we'll just go over the normal process of multiplication. So what we'll do is we'll ignore the decimal places and just go through the normal places of multiplication. So say if we were multiplying 1,173 times 17. Right, so we'll go through just that normal process. So we've got 7 times 3, which is 21. So you put the 1 there and carry the 2. All right. Then we've got 7 times 7, which is 49, plus 2 makes it 51. So you put the 1 there, carry the 5. Then we've got 7 times 1, which is 7, plus 5 makes it 12. Then we carry the 1 up there. And we've got 7 times 1 is 7, plus 1 makes it 8. Right, and now we do the next value. So we put a 0 down. It's our space holder. We've got 1 times 3 makes it 3. 1 times 7 is 7. 1 times 1 is 1. And 1 times 1 is 1. And we don't do the leading 0. We ignore that. And now go down and we add this. So we got 1 plus 0 is 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. 7 plus 2 is 9. 8 plus 1 is 9, and then we've just got a 1 down the bottom there. And what we'll do is we'll look at these decimal places after. So we've got 3 decimal places on the top and 2 down the bottom. So we've got 5 decimal placeholders in total. So what we'll do is we'll actually add 5 decimal placeholders over there. And we see we end up over here. So we've got 1 decimal placeholder, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So our solution is 0.19941. That is the answer we get once we multiply these two decimals. Alright, so we go through the whole process and it's just adding the decimals after by looking at the placeholders. Alright, so let's look at another example. Alright, so let's say we'll go with 1.13. And we'll multiply this by 1.1. Alright? So let's say we're going to go through this process. So again, we'll ignore the decimal places. And we'll go through and multiply. So 1 times 3 is 3. 1 times 1 is 1. And 1 times 1 is 1. Put a 0 as a placeholder. 1 times 3 is 3. 1 times 1 is 1. And 1 times 1 is 1. And we go through and add these. So we've got 3 plus 0 is 3. 3 plus 1 is 4, 1 plus 1 is 2, and we've got 1. And we look at our decimals. So we've got 2 at the top, 2 decimal places at the top, and 1 down the bottom. So we're looking at 3 decimal places. So we've got 1, 2, and 3. Therefore, our decimal goes right there. So our solution is 1.243. All right. So again, just going through the whole normal process of multiplication and then putting our decimal point at the end. Alright, so that's the whole idea of multiplying decimals. Okay, no matter how complicated it is, you go through the exact same process every time.